And now here we have our final bike level, Area 51. I mean, what else can I say? Racing UFOs in the middle of nowhere, with no one in sight, pitch black midnight. I mean, what a creepy vibe this level gives. And I tell you what, this level freaked me out as a kid, especially this part where all the police cars would just suddenly come out of nowhere trying to ram you down. Now, what do I think of the bike levels in general as a theme? I think they're fine. Maybe for a bit too many, but my biggest problem is the boxes. I don't like the fact that if you miss one box, you have to exit the level and then re-enter the level. I don't like that. So what I do in these levels is I just drive really slowly, collecting the boxes, which I don't think is the way you want to be playing these levels. So I have to downgrade these levels to that. Personally, what I would have done with these bike levels is I would have got rid of orange asphalt and then stuck this level in Warp Room 5 instead, because I think it actually gives that final Warp Room feel. This level, I think it would have been a good fitting level. Anyway, into the pits. I actually find this level really interesting. I used to think this was my least favourite level in Crash 2, but I've actually really grown to respect the level design in this level. It's the first level that has a split path, so you have to choose which way to go. Spoiler, only one of the paths has a gem, has a crystal. The reason I really do respect this level design though is because it's kind of like an indicator for what's going to happen later in the games when you have to backtrack through the split paths in order to get gems in certain levels, and this is definitely the easiest one. It's just a good early level to teach you about how the game's going to work, so I can respect it for that. Anyway, on to the next level. Staying with Crash 2, now we have our first light gimmick level. If that's what I don't know, there's a better way of calling it, but that's what I call them. My favourite part of this particular level is when you actually have these crates. You have to go ahead of the light fly to break these crates. In the original game, you couldn't actually see these crates, so you had to go by feel, which is a bit. It was quite challenging, let's say. Other than that, I haven't really got a lot to say about this one. This one's probably it is my least favourite. I don't know, it doesn't really stand out. It's not a bad level though, it's a good level, but yeah, that's all I have to say. Now, on to the next level. And now here we have our first boulder chase level. These chase levels honestly are one of the most iconic themes in Crash. The whole Crash running away from the boulder, very iconic. The reason why this one is bottom is because I don't really think this sequel does enough really to. It doesn't stand out. The only thing about this level that stands out to me is the purple gem. I really like going underneath the level, like seeing where do these pillars actually fall down to. I think that's pretty cool. And it's also really interesting, like the whole cortex and embryo, like them being on the walls. I wonder how much control of these islands they really have. They must have quite a lot. Anyway, on to the next level. And here we have Castle Machinery. The most interesting thing about this level is the fact you can literally just take this green gem path and skip the entire level. I mean, this is one of the easiest levels in the game technically if you have the green gem. I mean, you have to not die at all in Lost City, so it's not the easiest gem to acquire, but if you can acquire it, then yeah, this level is quite simple. Now this level is fun, but I don't think as a sequel level it quite delivers. There's nothing really that different about it. It's not that hard either. It's pretty easy level. There are a lot more tougher levels like before it. I think even Jaws of Darkness is probably harder than this level, to be honest. So, and this is technically the second last level in the game, like playing normal level wise anyway. So yeah, now let's head to the next level. Now here we have our first platforming level in Crash 3. Now the biggest thing going for this level is where, wait for it. I mean, that is a thing of beauty, right? That's one of the best deaths in the entire series, to be honest. I mean, it might be the only thing really going for this level. I mean, other than that, like, this level is pretty standard. It doesn't really offer anything. I personally find this level a bit too easy for a Walkman 3 level, but I mean, those big enemies alone is why this level is quite hard to this. Anyway, on to the next level. Now here we have quite an interesting level. Honestly, like, this level actually has a yellow gem path. Now I will say, if the yellow gem path didn't exist, this probably would be my least favourite level in Crash 1, maybe other than the Great Hall. But it doesn't. It does exist, so it's a bit higher. This level, I feel like, actually sacrifices itself to make the secret level more grand and better, which I guess I can respect. Yeah, the yellow gem path is actually quite a fun challenge. I think you get the yellow gem quite late in the game, so you come back to this level quite late, and it feels like you finally complete this level, because before it kind of feels like you stop halfway through this level at the end. So that's why this level is not one of my favourites, but it does the job. Anyway, time to speed through. And here we have the third ski level in this list. It's a big improvement on the last one, as I really enjoyed how this level plays. It's like an obstacle course. It's just bombs, driving and ramps. That's all it is, but I really enjoy the simplicity of it. And I always thought this was the only volcano level. I didn't until Hot Cocoa exists, which is annoying, but anyway, enough about that level. Yeah, I can't put it any higher because it's quite simple. It's not the greatest looking level, but still, anyway, on to the next level. Now here we have the second level ever in Crash Bandicoot, Jungle Rollers. I don't know, there's something really charming about this level. I just love just running through quickly, just spinning boxes, spinning enemies, just going quickly through the level. It's the first ever level where you can't 100% complete the level either without a gem. I mean, it's not, the gems are literally just up there, the rest of the boxes, so it's not that big, but... So, and here's the iconic skunks. We all know how funny those skunks can be. Yeah, and it's just a very fun second level. I just enjoy this level a lot. Now, let's just say it's Flaming Passion. An Arabian level. First one. It is a very good difficulty level for Walkman 5, and it's really fun to play. So why is it this low down the list, you may ask? Well, this level just feels like a complete clone of High Time. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I mean, they both have color gems on Death Route. Now, I wasn't even that keen on the first time a Death Route containing a color gem, but imagine repeating that same thing again. And also, there's no hang bars in this level either, which is a bit of a shame because I think they're quite good in this game. It's a good level, but it's my least favourite Arabian level.